And I'm going to press that button. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Rob's joining me tonight.
Hello, hello.
We're going to be doing cameras over there tonight. Yeah, we've changed things around. I've spent a couple of hours doing a different setup for the studio. Let us know if you can hear us and you can see us. Hopefully you can. And yeah, welcome to a two-player playthrough of Hoplomachus Remastered. This is a game which came out at the end of last year. It's in the Hoplomachus series from Chip Theory Games. Remastered is the skirmish arena battle style game, which has different modes of play. It has the 1 versus 1, which is what we're going to be doing tonight. It has a cooperative mode. It has a solo mode. It has a team mode. It has an ascension mode. It's got loads of different modes. We're just going to be playing the skirmish mode tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. This is not a sponsored video. I have done some sponsored work for Chip Theory Games, but this video tonight is not sponsored. Neither of us have played before, although I have played Hoplomachus Victorum before, so I do have a bit of an idea about how the general mechanisms work. A couple of shout outs before we start. Thank you very much to JP, who is in the chat. He had a run through this with me last night for about an hour, just to give me a heads up on how it plays. And yeah, we're going to dive in. So we've pretty much set the game up. There are two different arenas that come with the game. The Pazzuoli, which is the one we're going to be playing on today. This is a slightly easier one because it doesn't have any... Well, it has some extra rules, but not as many as the Colosseum, which is the other side of the board. So we're going to be playing on this. And the objective of this game is to do one of two things. Defeat your opponent's hero, who actually, interestingly enough, doesn't start off in the game. They are currently face down here. But when they do come in the game, if you kill them, that's it. You win automatically. Or get rid of all of your opponent's units from the board. Which presumably is not right now because neither of us have any units. But
that was a really fast game.
There you go. Next game.
It's so far efficient, clean. I like it.
We'll call that a
Next
draw,
game.
shall we? There are 7 different factions that come with the game. I've chosen to play the Atlanteans today. Rob has chosen...
I played the Parthians because I can't turn down a man on an armoured camel.
Because they have a camel.
An armoured camel.
An armoured camel, not just any camel.
Yep.
Each player has 4 tactics, 3 of which are from a common set, and 1 of them is special. And each of us has 10 units. Are they called units? Yeah, they're called units. 10 units in a bag. And we draw 4 of them. And they go face down and they are in what's called our camp. And we're going to be deploying these onto the board and we're going to be fighting each other. Basically, it's a tactical skirmish game. Observant ones among you, I'm using the premium health chips, may notice that the red premium health chips are not the ones that come with the game. Because for some reason, I've only got half of them. And I felt it was a little bit unfair to only give you 18 when you're supposed to have 34. So I'm using ones from Too Many Bones. Right. I'm going to press this button. This is the button that we're going to be using for the playthrough because we're going to be stacking up health chips. If you've played any other games from Chip Theory Games, you will know that you will stack health chips underneath the units. So the overhead camera doesn't really work that well. Right. Are we ready to start? Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to decide randomly who starts. And then the second player chooses which faction they want to play. But we've kind of just chosen our factions anyway. So should we just have a roll off?
Roll off. Sounds good.
Highest?
All these are weighty.
Yeah, these are the alloy dice. Right, so I'm going first. So what we do is on your turn, you've got 7 steps to follow, is it?
That's right, 7 steps.
7 steps to follow. The first step is only if you're playing this arena. And that is if you are in control of one of these stones, in other words, you've got a unit on it, you gain 1 favour. And observant ones among you may notice that these are not the beads that come with the game because they've been put in the same place as the other health chips. I don't know where they are. So if you've got control of one of these at the start of your turn, you get 1 crowd favour. If you're in control of both of them, you get 3 crowd favour. So that doesn't apply to the first turn of the game. Yep. The next step is the deployment step.
Yep, deployment.
So you basically can deploy 1 unit onto any of these deployment spaces. You can't deploy your hero yet because it's inactive. So I'm going to have a look at this. And I'm going to deploy the strategist to here. Now, I'm just going to quickly show you all of the units in this game. If you don't know how the game plays, every unit looks like this. It's a chip, and it's got various abilities on. It's got its movement, its range, it's got its health value, and it has various skills. There's innate skills, which are always active. There are abilities, and there are also special skills, which replace combat. But this is basically... this is the unit that I'm deploying, and what you can see in the middle is the number of dice that it rolls in combat and the type of dice. So whilst this only rolls 1 dice in combat, it's the red dice, which is the best one. So I'm going to deploy this here. Now, when you deploy a unit, it comes with the indicated number of health. So that is my deployment phase done. You can only do 1 deployment. Next is tactics.
Yep, then tactic placement.
Tactic placement. So I've got 4 tactics. I'll say these are 1 use only, but they're not, because when you get to the 2nd level of crowd favour, you return 2 of the used ones back. But you can either put tactics on yourself, some of them are good for you, or you can put them on your opponents. Usually you can only put them on opponents that are adjacent, but as long as you've got 1 unit in play with the tactical skill, you can put them anywhere. Rob doesn't have anything on the board, and presumably I don't automatically win the game.
I'm guessing not yet.
I mean, I wonder if that's in the rulebook. Is it in the rulebook somewhere that you can't win on the first turn of the game? Scott's in the chat. Scott will know. Yeah, Paul's optimism, thinking the beads and the chips are in the same place. I can guarantee you they're not. But yeah, if somebody wants to tell me, because the rules are, you've got to remove all of your opponent's units from the board, which I've done by locking the door and making sure you don't come in. I'm sure it's got to be in the rulebook somewhere. Anyway, I've done that. Now, when a unit comes into play, on the turn that they come into play, they're dazed. Dazed means they cannot move and they cannot attack. So normally, that would be it. That would be my turnover. However, the tactical skill, as well as doing all of the other cool stuff, means I can move on the turn I come into play. I cannot attack, but I can move. And movement is next, isn't it?
Now it's movement, yep.
I've got a movement of 3. Guess where I'm going? So he runs into there. Next is the abilities. I don't have any abilities. Next is engage, which is basically attack. I don't have any of that. And the final step that you do on your turn is if you have fewer than 4 units in your camp, you draw another one from your bag. And that is it. That is my turn done. So over to the camel-loving Parthians.
So it's we're here at the Pazuli Arena with the crowd are screaming, and so are quite a few of the previous competitors. Check stone hexes. So I don't currently have someone standing on a giant stone hex, and as everyone knows, that's what the crowds love.
That's what the crowds love.
Standing on a pillar.
Oh,
they
yeah,
go
absolutely.
mad for it. So I'll go to deployment, and in order to prove I am completely unique and have my own choices, I'm also going to play a strategist here, and then also
with 2 health.
Ability, with 2 health.
So a very, very similar opening start.
You go bish bash. Bosh, now I'm on a pillar.
Right, okay.
Movement, abilities, no engaging, replenishing camp.
Right, next turn. So it's over to me. So at the start of my turn, because I've got control of one of these hexes, I go up to here. Now, crowd favour is divided into sections, and whenever your crowd favour reaches one of these sections, something cool is going to happen. The first one is when your hero activates. At that point, you flip them over, and you may then deploy them. You don't have to deploy them. Obviously, if you do deploy them, they're really good, but if they die, you lose the game. There's also a catch-up mechanism as well, but the catch-up mechanism in this game is based on the favour tracks, which isn't actually who's winning the game. So when somebody reaches one of these, whoever is behind on crowd favour, or if it's tied, it's the active player, they're going to get a health boost. Right, okay, so over to me. I am deploying. Okay, I'm going to deploy a marksman who's got 2 health. And the marksman is going to come into play over here. Now, the marksman does not have tactical, so he can't move on the turn he comes into play, but he does have first strike. First strike means that he can attack on the turn he comes into play. So that's my deployment done.
Yep.
So movement. So
it is now tactic placement.
Oh, tactic placement, yeah. So do I want to place one of my tactics? Tell you what, I'm tempted. Yeah, no. Yeah, so I'm going to play bolster health. So let's just zoom in on this. This is one of my tactics. There are 3 types of tactics. There are instants, there are permanents, and is there another one? temporary.
Yep.
Okay. This is an instant. So what happens is the unit gains 2 hit points, but then this is just flipped over. So what we do is I flip that over, and I'm just going to add 2 hit points to that. Now, you cannot normally heal above your normal health value, but when you gain hit points, you can. So I've got 4 hit points there. Right. So I am actually going to move with this one. It's got a movement value of 3, but I'm just going to move it 1 to there. And that one can't move. The marksman can't move because it doesn't have tactical. Right. Next, abilities. I have no abilities on my characters. But so we go to the engage phase.
Engage, yep.
So my strategist has 1 red dice. So one of the really cool things that I love about this game is the way that the dice work, for those people who don't know, if you have yellow dice, you have blue, I think is the next one.
Yellow.
Then green.
It's grey after yellow. Yellow has 2 successes. Grey has 3.
Grey's got 5. Grey's the black.
Oh, grey's the black.
Grey's the black. So you've got yellow, you've got blue, you've got green, you've got black, and you've got red.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And basically, every single one has got a number of blanks and a number of swords. So the yellow dice has only got 2 swords on it. The blue dice has got 3 swords on it. The green one has 4. The black one has 5. And the cool thing about the game is the red one has 6. So literally, it's a dice with a sword on every single side. Which seems pointless, but it's actually quite fun. So I'm going to attack you with my strategist, who rolls 1 red dice. Oh, look, I've hit.
Shock horror.
Now, it is a bit silly when you're only attacking with 1 red dice, but when you're attacking with the others, it's just easier to roll them and not have to remember I'm adding 1 for the red. So I've hit you, which basically means you take 1 health off. That's how combat works. Now, do you have retaliate or anything like that? You don't?
Nope.
Now, my marksman, he's out of range for his normal attack, but he has an ability of long shot 4. So that means I can do an attack at up to range 4, but I only roll my weakest die, which is the yellow one. It's a miss.
Oh, that was a new
It is a miss.
New haircut there.
Right. That's it. I'm now going to replenish my camp. Is the new hit point max for that unit 4? No, I don't believe so. The health value of the unit is still 2. Right. So at the start of your go, you gain 1 crowd favour.
I do indeed, as I am currently on a pillar. So we'll just push the red marker along one. As my poor and somewhat battered strategist limps off. So Stonehex's 1 deployment. Who am I going to bring on?
Right. So JP has confirmed the rules say your opponent has no units in combat, ignoring the first round. Otherwise, silly game.
I believe I'm going to bring on a protector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 health.
So a chunky boy with a spear who has taunt and reposition.
Okay. So taunt means that if I can attack that one, I have to.
Yep.
And reposition
If you're
means
adjacent
that
with him. So
yeah.
But as long as he's in contact with you, you have to attack him if you're attacking him.
Yeah.
I think.
and reposition means that instead of attacking, you can move again.
Reposition. Major no attacks is up to its movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically has an extra 3 point of movement instead. Right. Tactic placement. I'm going to give my strategist.
Well, where's that going?
Sorry, yeah, he's coming in here.
Okay.
Boom.
So you are going to do a tactic placement. Now, because you've got tactical, you can place tactics on me anywhere. Normally, if you didn't have tactical, it would have to be adjacent, but you could go anywhere.
I think because it's relatively weak, I'm going to boost him with my own bolstered health.
What, your own strategist?
Yep.
Oh, right, okay.
Then I'm going to move, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3
Oh.
back to here.
Oh. He's running away.
No abilities, but engage rather than engaging. Well, no, he can't do it on his first turn, can he?
He doesn't have first strike. So he can't attack. He can still reposition, I believe.
Is that an ability or a...
Let's grab the rules. It's not an ability, it's a special skill. Now, special skills, and this is the question for anybody who is watching, can a unit with a special skill use it on the turn that they are deployed. I know they can't attack.
They'll be used during the engagement of its troop turn instead of attacking.
First strike says this unit can attack or use a special on the turn it's deployed. So I'm thinking it can't use a special. Would that have changed what you did with the strategist?
I think we're okay on that one.
Okay. Fixborns is in the chat. Happy birthday to you. I believe it's your birthday today. 27 years old again. Yeah, days you can't use special. Thank you for confirming that.
Okay. He's not running away. He's advancing to the rear. Abilities, no engage, replenish camp.
Right, okay, my turn. So, I'm not on any of the things. Who are we going to deploy? That is the question. So, I'm going to deploy a warrior to here with 3 health. So the warrior has retaliate. So if you hit the warrior and it doesn't kill him and you're within the range of the warrior, you take 1 damage back. And whirlwind, which is an alternative attack that I can do on everybody adjacent. But he does have a black, blue and a yellow dice when attacking. So that's my deployment done. Tactics. I'm not going to do a tactics. So, movement.
Movement.
I'm going to move that one to there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to move that one to there. Okay.
Okay. Abilities.
I don't have any abilities.
Engage.
I'm going to use the special skill of long shot 4 to have another shot at the strategist.
Yep.
So long shot meaning I'm only using my yellow dice. Missed.
Yep.
Then I will draw a replacement.
Right. I check stone hexes. Nothing on mine. Deployment. I think I am going to bring in a warrior 2. 3 hit points. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to bring my warrior in. Over here.
Okay.
Right.
Tactics.
Tactics indeed. I will hold off for now. And I will begin movement.
Movement.
So I'm going to move my protector because he has a movement of
Movement of 1.
Movement of 1, so he clumps himself to there.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move my strategist only 1 to here. No abilities that I want to trigger. Engage, my protector is going to move himself.
Because he didn't.
He's not attacking.
Yeah, he's not attacking, so he uses his special skill.
Bonus move to keep moving forwards.
Yeah.
And I replenish my camp.
Okay. So I gain 1 crowd favour because I'm on one of the stones. I am going to play. I'm going to play my depth charger. So this is a unique unit for me. It has tactical. It also has Beastmaster because there is a beast somewhere in my bag, and it's got regenerate. So if he's as an ability, he can restore health. He does have 3 movement. So I'm going to put him there. Okay, so in terms of tactics, I am going to play Adrenaline So this is a permanent tactic. So this is one slight downside with the game, in that you put it under there. But how do you remember what it is? It's like I kind of want to write on the side adrenaline, but that has adrenaline, so that has +1 movement.
So it's +1 movement. Okay.
+1 movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to move this 3. I'm going to move this to here, because that's got Inspire, so that makes that better. I'm going to move this 1 to here, and that's all of my movement. Right, okay. So we're going to attack with the warrior first. And we're just going to do our normal attack. So it's a black, a blue, a yellow, and because of the Inspire, it's another blue.
Ooh.
So it potentially could be 4 damage.
To get bloody.
It's 4 damage.
Yep.
So that is the warrior killed.
1, 2, 3, and
Yep.
he has no hit points left. So my warrior
it's
has
defeated.
been deaded.
So it goes over there. And every time you defeat an opponent's unit, crowd goes wild. It does mean my strategist has nothing to attack himself. My marksman, however, is now in range. So he attacks with his normal dice, which is a black and a yellow. And he's going to shoot your protector. 1 damage.
Ooh.
And then at the end of my turn, I'll replenish my camp to 4. Okay. First blood.
Yep, it's getting exciting now. Heads are going to roll, quite literally in one case. Off we go. So, I am going first of all stone hexes. I'm not on any of the stone hexes.
No.
I haven't got someone posing on a pillar. Deployment. I'm sending in one of my unique units, which is the spar bed.
Okay.
1,
What's
2,
that
3. So that's a horse archer.
Right.
So he
Okay.
has first strike and a fury aura.
Okay.
So he's coming on here,
Yeah. Good place.
which means the fury aura. So that's
Yeah.
deployment.
Movement.
Yep.
So that can't move because it doesn't have tactical.
Tactics placements first. So I am going to trigger
Uh-oh.
my permanent, distracted, and I replace your elite fast moving warrior with 3 yellows.
So instead of its normal black, blue, yellow, it's got 3 yellows.
3 yellows.
Okay. So that just goes underneath.
Stack.
There we go.
Okay.
Because he's distracted.
Yep.
He's left the oven on.
Yep. It's like, oh no. And then movement. So he is lumping himself up onto the pillar.
Yep.
My strategist is going to nip around the side to here. 1, 2, 3.
And that can't move.
He can't
Right,
move.
but now we do abilities. Now
Yep.
we've not had any abilities yet, but this has an ability of Fury Aura 1, which means it can deal 1 damage to an opponent within 1 hex. So choose one of those 2 and they take a damage.
Yep, he's going to hit the strategist.
So you might.
Right.
Right, now we do attacks.
Yep.
Now that has first strike,
So
so,
he
it
can
can attack, and these 2 can also attack.
So he's going to go for your strategist again.
So that one's going to, and it's just got a green dice.
Just got a green die.
Yep.
That's the
So
second hit
damage.
on the strategist. He leaps over the body of his fallen comrade. My protector, is that black?
It's a black, but you also get a blue because of the Inspire.
Marvellous. So he is obviously going to go for the marksman who's gotten himself a little bit too close to the gigantic bloke with the spear.
I think he has.
And
So,
yep, that's,
Even if you'd have got 1, it wouldn't have mattered because the strategist would have killed him with the other one.
so straight through, up and over.
So you get 2 crowd favour.
I do indeed. The crowd are loving it. Yep, everyone likes to see marksman on a stick. The strategist is now looking somewhat disappointed because they've got no one to punch in the face or shoot with the bow.
I
And
think you're done.
that is it, apart from replenishing the camp.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to... I'm going to deploy and I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of this, but a Laquarius. It's got 5 health, but the main thing it's got is it has a hook ability, which basically means within range 2, I can hook you and bring you back. What have we done wrong?
I think a dazed unit can use Furious.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
know his abilities in the turn we arrive? I should just find out.
Thank you for checking that. Just look up, if you look up dazed in the back in the index. What does it say?
Unit is dazed, cannot move, attack, use abilities, or
There
use
we go.
specials.
Thank you very much, folks.
Unaffected. Yep, so 1 hit point.
Put it back.
You put it back
Yeah,
on.
put it back on. Right, so my Laquarius, whatever. We're going to put them in. That should have moved. That had tactical. I could have moved that the turn it came in. Oops. Anyway, we're putting that there. So that's my deployment done. Right, tactics. I am going to play poised. So this is an instant tactic that means this unit is no longer dazed.
Okay.
So it can now act normally. Now, are we happy with this down here? Sort of. Maybe not. Let's... No. Let's leave that one. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go 1, 2. Testing my microphone.
1, 2,
1, 2, 1, 2.
3, 4.
I'm going to go 2 with that one. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 with that one. Who's just woken up.
Oh, right, the fight. Sorry.
Yeah, that thing. Right, I've done all my movement. I'm now going to do my abilities. So I'm going to do the hook ability to bring that one to there.
Yeah, because it's not dazed because you use the ability to remove it.
Right, engage. So let's do this warrior first. Now this warrior is distracted because he's left the oven on. So that's 3 yellow, but he gets 1 blue because of the inspire.
Yep. Still not very inspired.
Yeah, still very distracted.
Get back in there, but the oven! The oven, boss!
The strategist is going to attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna get you this time. Oh look, it's a hit on the red dice. So the strategist takes the damage. Right, so those 2 have attacked.
Ow.
That's got taunt, which means these 2 have to attack that one.
Yep.
So we'll do... I don't think it matters. No, doesn't matter. So that's going to attack first. It's got a blue and a yellow. It's not good tonight. And the other one's attacking with a green. 1 hits.
He's being bludgeoned from all sides.
Yeah.
Where are my reinforcements?
Right, and then at the end of my turn, come on, Leviathan, where are you? There's only 2 chips left in my bag. Right, your go. When your bag is empty, by the way, you just don't draw anymore. Simple as that.
Right.
That could have gone better. Gonna zoom in a bit on the board in the middle because it's all happening there.
Nasty. I am going to bring on.
Is it in focus though? That's the question. There you go.
Bring on a warrior. My standard minions comes riding in through the east gate. Appears here.
Okay.
So he has no special abilities. That's it. He's now done for the turn. Tactic placement. So I think we are going to hamstring this unit, the Aquarius.
So hamstring means that it cannot attack on a turn in which it moves.
Yes, so it either moves or it attacks from now on.
Okay.
Okay, my strategist goes
He's a bit in the middle.
1, 2. My protector falls back to his fancy pillar.
Yeah.
My Safford comes riding in.
Okay.
So everyone's now in position. We can commence Operation Pincushion on your strategist. So his Fury Aura doesn't work because it's only adjacent. There's no one adjacent to him. So I'll start with him. He'll take a shot at your strategist.
So it's range 2. It's rolling green dice.
Nope.
Missed.
He dodges out of the way, but the protector comes in with a black and a blue.
Blue from the Inspire.
Because he's inspired by his strategist.
Oops.
So that's... Was that a hit or did it...
Well, it's got to land in there, yeah. We've got a bouncy dice tray. Yep, so that's a hit.
Another hit there.
And then the strategist hits for another one.
One more.
Oh.
So a bit of a beat down. Smack, smack, smack.
All done.
That's all the engage. No one died. I draw something out.
Okay, so at the start of my turn, I gain 1 crowd favour, which means... So, at the first one, my hero becomes active. But at this point, the player with the least crowd favour can add 1 hit point to an elite unit or 2 hit points to a non-elite unit. Now, the elite ones are these double thickness chips. They're basically the heroes. So you immediately add 2 hit points to one of your non-elite.
I think I'm going to add 2 hit points. Is it up to their maximum? Or
no, it's
I'm
adding
going to
hit points.
Reboost my strategist.
Yeah. And I did read a couple
got second wind.
Read a couple of threads this afternoon that said that boost is actually a bit too powerful. But not having played the game before, I can't comment. Let me know if you've played the game, if you feel that that's a bit too powerful. I don't know. I assume it's Chip Theory Games. They play tested this thousands of times. Now that boost for being behind will trigger when you get to there as well.
Yep.
So if when you reach that and you activate your hero, you're still behind, you're going to get that boost again.
Delightful.
So you kind of don't want to be ahead on crowd favour.
There is a subtle balance. At the same time, the crowd loved me.
So here's the question. I could now deploy my hero if I wanted to. The downside is, if I lose my hero, I lose the game.
Yep. So it's that classic of, it's the most powerful unit you've got, but it's also the linchpin of your entire force.
It is. So I think what I'm going to do is deploy my hero.
Yep.
It's got 7 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to come in here. Right.
Alpha target located.
Let's just have a look at my hero. So this is my hero. Tempestia. Got Retaliate, got Deflect, and got Hook. So we've seen Hook. We haven't seen Retaliate yet, but we've mentioned that. So Deflect means that this unit cannot be the target of an attack if it's already taken damage during that. If it's already been dealt damage from an attack this turn. So you can only successfully attack her once. Right. Movement. Well, that strategist is looking a little weak. However, Inspire is pretty good. But am I going to be able to use the Inspire? Possibly not too much. Okay. Looking at the ranges, I don't have any range. All of mine are range 1 now. And this Retaliate is no good if we keep getting shot at by that.
Yep. Fair enough. You can't stab the archer that should you from across the arena.
No, exactly.
Shoots you.
So I think we are going to retreat the strategist. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, and listen to those boos from the crowd as the
So
100 meter retreat kicks off.
The warrior's going to move. Now, the warrior's got +1 movement.
Yeah, he's fast. Very confused and distracted.
I'm going to bring the warrior to here. And I'm going to bring the depth charger to here. And I'm going to leave that where it is. I'm not going to move with it. Right, abilities. I have regeneration, but I'm not damaged. I have hook, but I'm dazed. And there's nobody within 2, but I'm going to use this hook. I'm going to pull that to there. And now I can attack because I didn't move. So we'll do that one first. That's very simple. It's just a green dice. 1 damage.
Ouch.
Whittling them down.
Get over here.
Now, meanwhile, over here, we got quite a bit. So I'll do the warrior first, who's inspired. So it's 3 yellow and a blue. 1 hit.
Oh.
And then the depth charger is going to have an attack, which is blue, yellow,
Another blue.
and another blue.
He's
1 more hit.
He's still in
Still
it.
alive.
He's still in the fight.
Still alive.
He's rocking bloody, but he's still standing.
And I don't get to draw
Oh yeah, because your hero came
because I deployed my hero, so my camp is still 4. I have 1 thing left in the bag.
All right. So over to me.
Yeah.
I
Should have played
am
that.
going to
Got to
bring
play that.
in. Azat, who is my Beastmaster.
Okay.
So he's warping in with first strike.
Right, so it can attack on the turn it comes in.
Yep. And remind me, do units block line of sight in this game?
No. Okay. They do block movement. You can't move through friends or enemies or anything, but there's no blocking of line of sight. There's no line of sight rules.
Range shots to go
effectively.
clean through.
Yeah.
Super.
A tactical combat game with no line of sight rules. Yes.
Okay. Where to bring him on? Bring him straight into the fight. A little bit. Actually, I want to give away, but I'm going to bring on someone else.
Okay.
This turn.
The Beastmaster changes his mind.
He's backing up slightly.
Goes back and gets the
I'm
sandwich.
bringing on my second staff bed, who is going to warp in here. He has first strike as well.
Yeah.
Tactics.
What you got left? Oh, you got your stun.
Stun. So movement of 2 and hook. You're going to stun your hero.
Cannot put tactics on elite units.
Sorry, in that case,
Right.
in that case I'm not going to stun your hero. Ooh, the hit. This game, not being fast paced enough for everyone's liking. Bear with me, caller. I'm going to hold off for now.
Right, movement.
Yeah. Right. My staff bed is going to move to here.
Mhm.
My strategist is going to move to here. My protector is going to move to here. Warrior is going to move to here. And then... So he has first strike, but he can't use his Fury Aura.
Correct.
But he can shoot.
Can do an attack.
Yeah. So, to start things off, my staff bed is going to try and pop an arrow into your strategist through your warrior.
So green dice, firing his arrow over the top. Yep.
There we go.
So you gain 2 favour. My strategist dies.
2 favour.
because you killed the unit.
Oh, splendid. It's two. Brilliant. The crowd loves it.
Which means your hero is active.
Yep. So, Thyane is now available.
And we're both on the same crowd favour, but because it's your turn, you win ties, you get the bonus for being behind.
Oh, fantastic. I think we're going to recharge this sap bed back up again.
I think that's right. Pretty sure I read that earlier on. Fix will tell us if we're getting it wrong. Or anybody else.
Right. Also, before I should trigger my ability, which is this sap bed's ability to do Fury Aura.
Yeah, that Fury Aura should have gone first.
Yep, which will do 1 damage
Yeah,
to him.
that one can't because
do
it's...
it, and then we move on to engage.
So we've done that attack.
He shoots him and kills him.
Yep.
This sap bed is going to take a shot at your depth charger.
So it's green plus the blue for Inspire.
Green plus the blue. No damage.
It is...
Dear, oh dear. The strategist, however, will hit him for 1.
1 damage.
Then my protector will use his whirlwind ability, his
reposition to move again.
To shift again to here.
Yeah. That could have been worse.
Yep, dang it.
Okay.
And then I do replenish my camp.
Yeah.
Although I think this is my last one. So, Paul has no one on the pillars.
Interesting.
The crowd are turning against him.
Interesting. Right, so I'm going to bring my other strategist into play. Brother of former strategist.
Yep.
And we're going to bring it into play here. Right. So. What am I attacking with? It's 2 black. Quite hard to see those black dice. There's definitely some clever things that I can do here. Yeah. So let's do them. Let's do the clever things. Okay. I'm going to move this depth charger 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move Tempestia 2 to here. I'm going to move this warrior to here. And that's it.
Okay.
Right, abilities. I'm going to use the ability of the depth charger to regenerate 1.
Boom.
I'm going to use the ability of the Liquarius to hook that protector to there. No, I'm not. No, I had a plan. Do I change the plan?
Well, no plans of eyes first contact with the enemy, so...
I'm going to change the plan. I'm going to hook that one to there.
Ah.
Right. Now I'm going to do the whirlwind attack. So instead of my normal attack, I'm going to do a whirlwind attack, which is 1 yellow dice for each adjacent opponent. And the damage that I roll gets applied to all of them.
Could be messy.
2 damage to all 3 of those.
6 damage to my side in total. That's savage. The crowd are loving it. My
This one
competitors less so.
This one's going to attack that. Range 1, 2 black
Saphead, we
dice.
hardly knew you.
Yeah, dead.
Yep.
So I gain 2 crowd favour for that. That doesn't have retaliate, does it?
Nope.
These two have retaliate. Right. Okay, so we're going to just do the attack. It's a green and then a blue and a yellow. But I'll do the green first. 1 damage.
Ouch.
And the blue and the yellow, 1 damage.
Oh, he's down 2.
So I get another 2 for crowd favour.
Bodies are piling up. I think that whirlwind attack is definitely...
That whirlwind attack was pretty devastating. But that's the trick with these, I think, is that you use the hook to try and get into position
to allow a slam.
Right, my bag is empty. I've drawn my last unit. And I was going to hamstring and forgot. But that's okay. We're all right. So, are you going to deploy your hero?
Yes, therein is the question. So, I think we will. So he has tactical dodge and Fury or 2, but he can't use the Fury or on the turn he arrives.
No.
Tactical lets him move, though.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, I'm bringing on...
Who is it?
It's called Faryane.
Faryane.
Faryane. He's coming on over here.
6 health.
6 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gains deployed.
Oh, did you get a crowd favour at the start of your turn?
No, I didn't.
Should have.
There we go. There we go. It's like that. My troops are getting slaughtered. The crowd are loving the whole pillar show. Right. Then I'm going to play Stun on your Quibbly.
And you have a tactical thing in place, so you can put it anywhere. So who's stunned?
Your big monster.
The Liquarius. So that one is stunned. So that can't do anything next turn.
That's right.
So that's a temporary tactic.
My warrior is charging in here.
Yeah.
My strategist is moving to here.
Yeah.
My Safbed moves to here.
Yeah.
My leader,
who has tactical, so can move.
Yeah, he's moving to there.
Right. Okay.
So first
Abilities.
First, Fury Aura.
Yeah. 1 damage to this.
Warrior, and that's not an attack.
It's not an attack.
Retaliate doesn't work. And then, I think we're going to have to take a. The retaliate is 1 automatic damage, isn't it?
What's that?
Retaliate is 1 automatic.
Unless you kill it.
Yeah.
If you kill it,
So
the retaliate doesn't happen. But if you don't kill it, then the retaliate will kill that.
Yeah.
You were on 6, weren't you?
Right. So my main warrior, a black, a blue, and a yellow. Black, a blue, and a yellow.
Yeah.
And
another blue for the strategist.
The strategist is just going to hit your lacrosse monster.
Yep.
For 1.
1.
So 1 blow, but not much else. And my Saffred, rather than attacking the warrior, is going to use his range attack, take a shot at your
depth charger.
Your depth charger.
Yeah, it's a green and a blue.
Green and a blue.
Might kill it.
Yep. It's a long shot, but
1 damage.
Still alive. Okay, and I believe that is my turn.
That is your turn done.
No camp to replenish because I brought my hero on. There's something left in there anyway.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to bring the Leviathan into play. So this is a 7 health beast.
How many giant beasts have you got?
Just the one.
Who's that then?
That?
I thought it was a monster. Sorry.
No, it's just some bloke.
Just some bloke.
Yeah.
Some bloke called Gavin, I met down the
Gavin.
pub.
This is a monster. This is a beast. So it's got perfect strike, which means if it hits with all of its dice, it does double damage. It's roaming, which means if you don't have Beastmaster in play, then you don't get to choose where it moves. You roll the dice, and it wanders around randomly. But because I've got a Beastmaster in play, I can choose where it goes, and it's got hook as well. But that's just come into play, so that's dazed. That can't do anything else. Right, tactics. Am I going to put this hamstring tactic in play? Well, I could do, but I think I'm probably going to keep thinking. No, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for that. Okay, so movement. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Before I move that, I'm going to move this because it's still got his adrenaline.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. Then we move this 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to move this 1, 2, 3. And do we have the two big heroes going up against each other?
Come on, I've got an armoured camel with your name on it.
I think I might. I think it's worth a risk. I'm going to go 1, 2. Right, that's all my movement done. I'm not going to do any tactics, but I do have an ability. That heals. Do I have any other abilities? I do. I have hook.
You have loads of hook.
But I can't use that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, engage. I know that's going to kill that one. That's easy. What do I want to do with this one? Do I want to do... I'm not going to do the whirlwind. I'm just going to do a normal attack. So it's 3 yellow and the blue. Oh, no, because if I do whirlwind, it's 3 yellow and a blue. No, whirlwind is not an attack.
Yeah,
so I don't get the blue dice.
It'll be 2 yellow because you've only got 2 red guys next to you.
It would only be 2 yellow. So yeah, we're definitely not doing that. We're doing a normal attack, the warrior on the strategist.
Oh,
it's a hit. It's 1 hit.
Strategist is still standing.
Strategist is still standing. Okay, which means I might have a change of plan with this.
Finish off my strategist instead.
Yes. Dead. So I get 2 favour, which means I can return 2 of my tactics to my camp.
Yep.
But you get to boost 1 of your units because you're behind again.
Yep. So I'm bringing 3 hit points back onto the Saffred.
Scott says yes 6. What was the question? I can't remember what the question was, but the answer is 6. I don't know what the question was.
I'll start working on a giant planet-sized computer to calculate the answer. The question: what is the answer? 6.
6. So that's had an attack. That's had an attack. I've got this one that hasn't had an attack.
And your big boy is stunned.
Which one?
Your big boy is stunned.
This one, yeah. So I've got 2 black. So I could go for that one, or I could go for this one. I'm going to go for this one. I'm not going to kill it, but should have done that first. 2 damage.
Ouchie, ouchie.
Okay, that was a good round.
Yeah.
The stun comes off, I believe, at the end of its next turn.
Yep. Right.
You gain 1 favour.
I do indeed. I'm on a pillar.
You are on a pillar. Oh, red's crowd favour marker was 6, yes.
Ah.
Now it's 7.
That was what 6 was. I'll cancel the plans for the giant world planning computer.
Well, we might need it for something else.
So I am going to bring on my Ibex, which is my own Gribbly Beast.
Okay. What does it do?
With 4 hit points. It's just he has whirlwind attack and lots of green dice, so he's relatively tough. But like yours, he'll wander randomly.
Right, unless you've got your Beastmaster in play, which you don't.
Right, and then we go to
Movement.
That's deployment. No tactics because all my tactics are used up. Movement. So it's been a bit of a...
It's still alive. It's been going for ages.
Still going strong. I forget, can I move through my own people?
No.
Okay.
Mark's in the chat. Hi, Mark. Thank you for popping in.
Need to carefully consider this one. Tactics, dodge, fury, aura. So I can do 2 damage to anyone just by moving. 2 guys with fury.
Because that's got fury or up to range 2,
Yeah.
and that's got wow, okay.
Up to range 1.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives me some abilities there. So I think I need to consider where my attacks are going to go. Yes, because they're only movement 1 as well. So I think we shall move my warrior to here.
Mm-hmm.
And move Thorain to here. Then my Safbed will Fury Strike your strategist for 1.
So the ability of the Fury Strike does 1 damage to there.
And then I'll do the same for my leader, taking him out of action.
So strategist is dead. You gain 2 crowd favour.
2 crowd favour. Now
engage.
The actual fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So my Safbed, because I know he has targets for all of them. So I'll start with my warrior, a black, a yellow, and a blue.
On my warrior.
Target your warrior. That's a single hit, which I believe means you counter.
I do. I retaliate for 1.
Okay. Then my Safbed will do a ranged attack because he's got range 2.
On the warrior.
On the warrior.
Green.
Takes him down.
Damage. So that is the warrior dead. You gain another 2 crowd favour.
Boom, boom.
That's your tactic.
We're tied.
That's my tactic, which means you get it.
Which means I get it again. So once again, I'm reboosting this Safbed. Because the crowd love him.
They do.
Just every time he's up against the ropes, he's coming back into play again.
And we've now both got the same crowd favour.
Yep, we're sort of tied and tied. And then my leader, Brian, will, with a black and 2 yellows, just try and punch your, whatchamacallit.
Yep, Aquarius.
Aquarius, that's him.
1.
1 more. Oh,
quite a big round.
Yeah, there's a bit of second wind in there, I think.
Yeah.
So...
Okay, so my go. I get no crowd favour because I'm not on any pillars. Right. Who are we going to deploy? That is the question. Let's deploy a marksman. I'm going to deploy the marksman here. Right. Tactics. Do I have a tactical thing in play? I do.
My tactics back.
Oh, yes, you do. Yeah.
Who has... One of my tactics still in play, one of yours.
You have a tactic still there.
Oh, yes, that's it. I hamstrung.
He's still hamstrung.
So I get 2 of these back. So I'm going to take Distracted and Bolster Health. It's 2 of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to use a tactic just yet. So, movement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to move this 1 to there. Because I can choose where it goes because I've got Beastmaster in play. I'm going to bring this to here. 2. Can't move that one because it's just come in. I don't want to move that one because it's hamstrung and I want it to attack. And that's it.
Your
Yeah.
charger heals, visibility.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do I want to move it? No, I don't want to move it. So yeah, abilities. Depth charger heals. Hook. So I could use the hook. I mean, that's got hook, that's got hook, and that's got hook. It's just where are we going to hook? I think let's hook this one to here and this one to here.
Okay.
Right. Attacks. So the first one I'm going to do is
Yes, first strike.
this one.
Okay.
So it's a red and a yellow.
If the yellow hits,
If the red is a hit. If the yellow hits, I deal double damage.
so it's either 1 or 4.
It's 1 damage, so that's 1 damage to that. Then we're going to attack it with Tempestia, which is 2 blacks, which is 2 hits.
It's finally down. No more second wins.
I get 2 crowd favour for that. I'm going to have my long shot on the warrior.
Okay.
So it's just a yellow dice.
Nope.
It's a miss. And then Luquarius is also going to attack the warrior, although the warrior has retaliate. So we're going to attack your hero. Now, your hero has dodge. So remind me, does that reduce all dice to blue?
Yep, all dice to blue, or except for yellows.
So instead of a green, it's a blue. It's a hit.
Ow.
And that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, Mark is saying hook only works at exactly 2 hexes. Yes, I did. I pulled that from there. So the Leviathan pulled that one from there to there. And that one pulled that one from there to there. So, yeah, I think I got that right.
Yep. Yeah, you didn't do, there was no dodginess there. Right. So the Parthians are on the ropes, but
How many units have you got in your camp?
3.
You got 3. I got 2.
Yeah, because that's a. So I now have 2, because we bring them on at the same speed.
Yeah.
So I'm bringing on Azat, who's my Beastmaster, and Azat's going to appear down.
Oh, which means you now can choose where it moves. Yeah, okay.
Okay, and my warrior charges through against your archer. My boss moves to here, and the Ibex charges.
Did you get any favour at the start of your turn? You didn't.
No, because
Did you?
No, was it on the pillar? It wasn't on the pillar.
No. Okay.
But yeah, because we were all there, so the pillars were empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pulled off the guys who were on the
did,
pillars
yeah,
and gave him a drubbing. So my
Fury
Fury
Aura
is going to hit your leader.
Ouch.
And that doesn't trigger
That's not an attack.
It's not an attack. And then... Oh, sorry, was I going to do a tactic first? Yes, I was going to bolster my leader's health by 2.
You can't play tactics on elite units.
So, yeah.
So it's all right.
So only the second I've actually done with that. I'm going to charge up my warrior. So
we've done the tactics,
yep.
We've done the movement, we've done the ability. Engage.
So, one black, one blue, one
this
yellow.
Is the warrior. Warrior attacking the marksman.
Trying to attack your marksman.
Got 2 health left.
He's
got 1 health left.
Oh, I'll hit something. Okay. My leader will hit the one person he can see, which is the guy standing next to him.
And he's got taunt anyway, so he wants it.
Yeah.
1 black and 2 yellow.
What you got? What you got?
2 hits.
He's still standing.
Still standing just.
Now, and then my Ibex with this 3 green.
3 green.
Attempts to introduce himself to Tempestia.
Now I do have retaliate.
You've also taken 3 damage.
3 damage.
Crunch.
1, 2, 3, but you take 1 back.
Yep. Punches the Ibex back.
Well, that's a little worrying.
A palpable hit.
That's my leader down to 3 health.
I can't do anything else on that one, but that is it for me.
Right. So we need a new plan.
Didn't kill anyone that turn, did I? Didn't kill anyone that turn.
No.
No.
You got a couple down to 1 health.
Yeah. So two of your team are on 1 health, and your leaders took a bit of a knock.
So
You got Ibexed in the face.
interesting. Very interesting. Right. So. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to deploy a warrior to here. I am then going to use a tactic, instant tactic, to make that one no longer dazed.
Tactic again. Yeah, it's a good one.
Right, movement. So, this one's moving 2. This one is moving 2. Operation hide behind the big monster thing.
Yeah, I can see the Amazonians with the famous battle cry of "Not in the face!"
This one is moving 1 to there. This one is moving 1 to there.
Yeah, up north, but oh.
And this one is moving 2 to here.
Okay.
So I think that's all my movement done. Right, abilities. That's on full health, so it can't regenerate. This is going to use hook to bring that to there.
Okay.
That's it for the hookage. Right, attacks. So let's do the Leviathan first.
Okay.
So, red and a yellow. 1 damage.
Ibex is still in the game. Getting a bit knocked.
I meant to hook it to there. It's my bad. Because then the marksman could. Right, in which case. So that's got retaliate.
Yep.
Ah. We're still going to go for it. So depth charger on the warrior. It's a blue and a yellow. I do miss my Inspire. It's one hit. One hit on the warrior,
Yep.
which is a one hit back from retaliate.
Yep.
Okay, next. Paul CF should be on 13. Oh, yes.
I
Cool.
think you got knocked when we were doing that.
So that's attacked. That's attacked. This has not attacked, but it cannot attack.
Only range 1.
Only range 1.
Yep. So you've still got the new warrior, your marksman, and your Lithuanian.
So this marksman actually has 2 options. Do we do the whirlwind? No, we don't do the whirlwind. We're going to go for your warrior with my warrior.
Your warrior's targeting my warrior.
So it's a black, a blue, and a yellow.
One hit.
On the yellow.
Yep, and one hit back. There's a bloody melee going on in the middle there.
There is.
Between my supercharged warrior and your most of your force.
And now my marksman is going to have a go at your leader.
Yep.
Who has dodge, which means the black is reduced to a blue.
That's it.
So it becomes a blue and a yellow.
Blue and a yellow. Blue still hits, yellow doesn't, so you get a clip my leader.
Right. That is the end of my turn.
What about your...
Oh yeah, it's got green.
Yep.
Thank you.
No, he hasn't. He's got a blue.
Blue. No.
Dodgy, dodgy.
Your go.
Yes, right. I think we're in the end game.
I think we are.
I'm bringing in my second strategist, who's going to come in here. That's my move. Tactically, I'm going to play distracted on your new warrior.
Okay.
That's when I roll yellows. Because I can't target.
You can target anybody because you've got a tactical.
Except for him.
Oh, you can't target the elites. Yeah.
Target.
Yeah.
Okay. Movement. The Ibex
I didn't kill anything. That's
is going to move to here.
Yeah, I think it's game over.
The strategist.
Can't move. Oh, it
He's
can.
tactical.
Oh, and it's got inspire.
Yep.
Ah.
Diane moves
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah.
And my warrior is going to stay put.
Yep. Okay.
So then...
Nobody
Aura.
can see, by the way, because your head's
So, everyone, no! My bald spot's been revealed to the world! So... We interrupt this exciting melee fight. We with the back
With
of Rob's
Rob's
head. Fury Aura strikes through.
Fury Order deals 1 damage. So my hero is on 2 health.
Yep. And we'll go.
And now
we'll do the most important fights
so
first.
it's 3 green and a blue.
3 green and a blue.
And if this hits,
If I can get 2 hits, it's broken through. We're through the defense. The Ibex is charging, and
it's
Paul is down. Paul's hero is down.
Rob wins the game.
They think it's all over. It is now.
That was looking so in my favour, but then
The Ibex was the MVP there. He came flying in. I think he's done, apart from
it was the earlier round where you got
3
hits.
Yeah, 3 good hits on it, and then again with the Ibex following.
And I was thinking, how can I protect it? But I couldn't. I needed to get rid of the Ibex on my turn, which I didn't.
You got some. It was fading fast.
Yeah. If it had just hit with
But
the
I think-
Leviathan, that would have been gone.
But I was worried I was running out of. At this point, I think one good whirlwind attack from the warrior could have.
Yeah.
done
Decimated.
some more-
Decimated all of
And
this.
then my leader had a chance. It's I mean this was proving to be challenging.
Mm.
I was trying to get rid of him to make that start doing random walk rather than be in control, because I dodged it, but that can one hit.
It can.
Yeah.
It is a
1 in 3 chance of doing 4 damage for you. So,
is huge.
but it's slow, but it does have the hook.
Yeah. So tactically, as a tactical game, it's great. It has dice rolling, but a game takes about an hour.
Yeah.
we were an hour and 15 minutes, and we were kind of explaining things as we went. So for a game that lasts this length of time, I'm happy with that level of randomness. There is a lot of skill in positioning and placement and things like that.
I think I didn't make as good a use of my Sapheds with their Fury Auras as I could have done.
Right.
Because that's just the instant guaranteed one hits.
Yeah.
Because her ability to just say only one person can attack me every turn.
Yeah.
Means you can't mob her with traditional units, but those cherry taps.
Yeah.
Were knocking it down enough that then the Ibex is able to break through.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. We're going to wrap the stream up now. So just as a reminder, if you didn't know anything about the game, there are 7 different factions that you can play. I think they all play very differently. The Atlanteans are all about the hooking.
Hook manipulation.
You're all about the Fury Aura.
It seems with the Fury Aura is their primary differentiator.
Yeah, so yeah, 7 different factions. And what we've played today is the 1 versus 1 skirmish mode. There is a 2v2 mode, there's a cooperative mode, there's a solo mode, and there's an ascension mode. I've lost track of how many different modes there are.
There's plenty of fun modes. The pandemonium mode sounds fun. I'm assuming there are pandas in there.
They're definitely pandas.
Fantastic. Armoured pandas.
Yeah. Oh, that's the 3 to 4 player one, which I think is everyone for themselves.
Yeah, on the small map.
On the small map.
Yep.
Yeah. Alliance mode is the one where it's 2v2.
And the onslaught mode.
Is
the giant monsters charging in.
Yeah.
And ascension is the single massive titan.
Right.
So
yes. Because there's all sorts of extra chips that come with the game. There's immortal chips, and there's lots of extra cards. So yeah, there's a lot of content. And if you do have Hoplomachus Victorum, you can move units from this into that. There's a way that you can merge them together. But yeah, as I mentioned at the start, this was not a sponsored stream, so a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. And as a special bonus for my Patreon supporters, since it's only 9:15, I think we're going to have another game.
Sounds like a plan.
So we're going to pick 2 other factions, and then this will be posted to my Patreon page and to the Slack channel. We're going to do a bonus playthrough for Patreon supporters. So if you're a Patreon supporter and you're on the Slack channel, keep an eye out. We're going to grab a quick drink. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for that. For everybody else, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, giving you a bit of a taster of what one of the modes of play is. And I will see you all again next time. So thanks very much. Cheers, Rob.
Thanks
we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.